So in this video, just for full transparency and yeah, just to pull back the curtain really and show you how I'm growing our business, AI Wealth Partners. And this is a chat that I had with one of my consultants, who's a high-paid consultant based in LA, and we are talking about the foundational kind of parts of our new business, which is AI Wealth Partners. And we're chatting about the offer and getting that offer right and the pricing structure. So hopefully some guys will get some value from this. So yeah, let's dive in. Thank you. Yeah.
My apologies about
This
being
meeting is
a little
being recorded.
So I was
sorry
just
about
literally, I was just literally sending you a message on school then just to check
that.
in.
Oh, nice.
And
Nice.
then
Yeah, no, all good. And I think I can go over a few minutes just to make up for it as well. But good to see you. How are things?
I'm fucking knackered, mate. It's a late one for me. And I had a late one last night as well, because just after that call last night, it just gave me some good ideas, and I was in that flow state. Like you talk about, so
Nice.
I think I got to sleep at like 2 a.m. and then I fucking
Oh,
woke up at
Jesus.
5 a.m. this morning.
Oh,
So
my God.
yeah, I was kip, and then and then I was
What
up.
is it now? 11 or something?
Yeah, it's quarter to 10 to 11.
Where are you down in the UK?
Yorkshire, South Yorkshire, Doncaster.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
Do you like it there?
no, I fucking hate it. But I've got, yeah, this is the thing that if I didn't have kids there, I'd be elsewhere. Let's put it that way. Probably Dubai or somewhere like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Well, how come you don't like it? What do you not like about it?
well, Doncaster's just very backwards. It's like an old school tile. Well, it's a city now. Actually, it got city status this last year, I think. But yeah, it's just it's not kind of it's not our world. If you get what I'm saying,
Yeah.
like there's no like-minded people really
There's
in
no entrepreneurship. No, like,
it seems for that really. It's like I say it's very normal, normal people. If you get what I mean, just like
yeah.
um, yeah. It's but at least I've got a nice house here, and I've got like I said kids here. But because I work from home, I rarely leave the house, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
It don't. I don't really. It doesn't really matter to me where I am, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'm like in uh, isolation most of my life.
Yeah. And you couldn't move the kids?
No, I don't think so. It might be a bit later, but they're 12 and 10, and then they live mainly with their mum. So
Okay.
yeah, she's obviously got a life here and stuff. So it'd be difficult at this point, but yeah, it
Yeah.
is on the agenda to do at some point when they're old enough.
Yeah, yeah, nice, nice. Marbella or what, Dubai, somewhere like that.
Yeah, either or really. Yeah, Spain's a lot closer.
Yeah,
So
yeah, nice,
but,
nice. Great. It makes a big. I definitely would encourage it if you can, whenever you can. I know it's tough, obviously, with kids and stuff, but it makes a hell of a difference. Really, really does.
yeah,
Um. So
because I watch a lot of like YouTube, and I'm following a lot of people from YouTube who've done the move to like Dubai, because Dubai is one of the popular places, isn't it? Where people are
yeah,
where are you?
I'm in LA.
Oh yeah, like, um, so and yeah, so it's all positive stuff that I hear.
Yeah, very
Uh,
much so. Yeah,
and
yeah,
there's a guy I watch as well. I think he's called the Wealthy Expat, where he's got a video. His channel is purely about relocating people. That's what he does. He relocates people. It's like a lawyer, I think, or I don't know, but he deals with the paperwork and stuff. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, but
Seen that actually. Nice. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. No, no. Well, eventually, hopefully, soon enough. And yeah, I think it'll be a big game changer for you. But I want to make sure we make good use of your time, Dan. So do you want to give me a lay of the land and just make sure to, my suggestion is to keep things strategic and high level, just because that's usually where I can have the biggest long-term impact versus us going too tactical. But you let me know how I can best help basically with everything.
yeah, sure. Um, so my background, I've been doing digital marketing and lead generation for financial services in terms of mainly mortgage brokers for the past 5 years or so. I've been through consulting, the the, the kind of traditional kind of consultant evolution, really. Start with Accelerator, then went to Up Level. I think 2018 was when I bought into Up Level, and yeah, I started. It was called New Age Advisor back then, and it would just say, which is mainly mortgage brokers, just showing them how to generate leads, basically using the internet. And it's just evolved from there to the point of like just the beginning of this year. I've got a friend, my best friend, who James, he comes on the group calls.
Yeah.
We decided to join forces and kind of, because he's a consultant, he's got a lot of consulting background in like big consulting like KPMG, Deloitte. But he's he's into AI, and so am I. It was weird. We were just having a conversation at Christmas. Nothing. This had just got devised over Christmas, where we're just talking about AI and stuff, and we both got a passion. He sort of bought a book on it, and he's always talked about how that he's just not enjoying what he's doing in his, because he's in an employed role, and I'm obviously self-employed, and I've always been trying to show him to kind of take the leap, kind of thing, that you can do it, but he's just never had that kind of will to do it himself, because he's got family and stuff. It's a big jump, but this is where I said, well, why don't we just do this together, and we can get things going while you're still employed, until you can take that leap. So this is where we're at now in terms of this new business, which is called AI Wealth Partners, which is more about kind of similar to what I've been doing in terms of lead generation, but for wealth managers who are used to earning a lot more than what mortgage brokers are. So we're a lot more valuable in that marketplace. So we can also charge a lot more for that. And so, yeah, the main thing really is like because it's new. Obviously, like I say, I've got the experience too, because we're still going to be helping them with lead generation, but which is the main pain point of that market. But James is going to be helping out with the AI stuff, and I'm going to be doing that as well, like just kind of implementation of and finding out what they're going to need, and going out and finding it for them in terms of the AI stuff. But it's more about, I've just done a bit of an offer, but it's more about the foundational, like the strategic kind of side of things that I think need just some assistance with. And well, yeah, initially at least. But do you want me to show you
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's always helpful. And just as you're pulling that up, Dan, what is it on the strategic side that you feel you need assistance with?
Well, just this offer for now, just to go through this to see if it's something that you think is good.
Okay, great. So, yeah. And you're wanting to build it as a high touch consulting offer, or what kind of, is that how you're thinking about it?
Yeah, well, this is it. This is something that I want to talk to you about, because I've got a school group at the moment, which I've been using for like low ticket. I charge like $96 a month for it, for just anybody in financial services, which includes like mortgage brokers, IFAs, which have been my clients in the past. But I don't know whether to do that as like a bit of a lead gen tool to bring them in, and then like upsell them to the full consulting service, or just keep that separate. Yeah, that's something.
Okay, yeah, let's make sure we come back to that then. So let's do the offer, and then we'll come back to that
Yeah.
piece as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a breakdown of the offer.
Yeah. The main core of it is at the bottom here. And the pricing strategy, that's something well, that's one of the key points that I wanted to.
It's really interesting pricing, by the way. So it's a really interesting model. I actually like your thinking on that a lot, because you've got compounding built in and upside built in there, for sure. So it's really,
Yeah. Um, yeah. So, in terms of pricing strategy, um, would you suggest performance based? Is that something you've suggested to clients in the past, or?
Yeah, it can work extremely well. When it works well, it can work extremely well, you know. And so the thing is, there's a couple of questions I think you got to ask here, which is firstly, what are air management fees going to be per each new client you bring on for them?
Yeah.
Do you have a
Um,
sense on that? What that would
yeah.
be?
Well, I think it mentions it up here because I think it's generally like 1 or 2% of what they manage.
And do you know though what the average amount managed is?
Well,
Because
we're going for we're going to be showing them how to get like ultra high net worth and high net worth and ultra high net worth, which is between like one, well, minimum of 1 million under management, one to five, really. Well,
okay,
sweet, yeah, I think
so
1 to 5.
let's just imagine it's let's take the middle of that. Let's take 2.5 million. Their management fee is, let's just say it's like 1.2. Their management fee is going to be 30 grand a year.
Yeah,
So, you know, if you're getting 20% of that, you're coming in at 600, is that right? Sorry, no, 6,000 a year per client. But that's with a pretty high quality client. I mean, that's with a client that's going to move 2.5 million over under them, which is
yeah.
yeah, it's a super solid client. So the question really with this model is like, how many clients of caliber, how many total assets, how many total um, assets under management can you get moved over and under your clients? Like, can you bring them in a year? Can you bring them per client? Can you put, you know, 10 million of AUM under each person? It's just going to really depend on that. That's how the math's going to shake out with that model.
What do you mean on that last point, Rian? Sorry, I didn't understand that.
Yeah. So really the big determinant of your model is going to be how much AUM do you get each of your clients? If you guys are comped 20% of all of their first year AUM, then the big question is how much AUM can you get for each of your new clients?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's going to be the thing. Like, it's a similar model to obviously because I've just over the past 5 years or so, I've been dealing with mortgage brokers that they can generate from the leads that I help them generate. It's probably about £1,000 on average, their LTV, for the clients that I help them generate. So, but with this, obviously it's a hell of a lot more. And so it's a similar thing to what I'm showing them is that we can find really high value clients, which is the same thing as what I'm doing in my own business and the same transition I'm going. Because I think that most of them are just going for, obviously, they go for high net worth stuff, but even high net worth, it's still a broad market. So, and obviously, high net worth could be classed as anything from like 500 grand plus in accounts under management. So, it's about segmenting that and showing them that there's a way to pinpoint and define the big stuff, like like I said, like 3 million plus 3 million to 5 million. And that's just, I think, the thing that is going to be of value. And obviously, because like I said, it means it's going to be free, it's going to be making them more productive because they're going to be dealing with, because it takes the same amount of time and energy for them to place a client that's got 500 grand under management, that's the one that's got 3 million under management, but they just don't know how to find the 3 million.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear on that. I hear on that. I think still but a lot of it's just going to depend on how well you guys can help them find that client. Like, what is your conviction level on that? Because if you guys can't deliver on that, the pricing model is just not going to work. Is the
yeah,
thing.
yeah, that's it. Well, yeah, well, like I say, I've done this same strategy with firms and advisors for the last few years, and we've got people really good results from it. So I'm confident that it'll work. 'Cause it's the same process, the same principle. We're just tweaking the customer profile that we're going for. So I don't, I've got confidence that it will work and we'll be able to get them the results. So yeah, on that basis, I'd be confident in doing
You do the performance-based price. Yeah, no, I mean, I love that pricing model. I would, where my mind goes is I would remove the 5K and potentially make it just 100% performance-based and then boost the percentage. It was kind of like I mentioned on the call yesterday, where the 5K is going to boost sales resistance significantly, but you probably won't boost sales resistance that much by boosting the percentage that you take, but you will increase your total LTV if you're able to deliver the result.
yeah, because it's going to be coaching based, so it's not like a done for you service.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I'd worry about in doing,
Is that they don't implement.
yeah, exactly.
Is there any way of making it more done for you?
Yeah,
Like, what about making it really done for you and doing 50%
yeah.
of their fees?
Funny you should say this because literally I've just spoke to somebody today who's got marketing firms down south, and he's been helping me because we've been doing this since, well, a couple of months. I've been generating the odd few leads, but he's got a marketing firm in London and he's been generating me some leads. And he's said to me the other day, 'cause I had a call and he joined me on the call with a guy, and he said, because he wanted done for you, he didn't want to do it himself. But so the marketing guy said his agency could do the done for you bit, and so we could like work together on that, and he could provide that service. So yeah, we could do the done for you.
I mean,
Actually,
that's where my mind, I would not do the performance-based pricing if it's not done for you, to be honest. I would
yeah,
do probably some just cash-based recurring pricing. But I think this offer would crush to a whole different level if it was just done for you. It's the
right,
kind of offer that ideally is just done for you. It's so much more compelling to say, I'll just plant I'll just put the AUM under you without you having to lift a finger versus I'm going to teach you how to do it. You can implement, it's night and day in terms of compelling.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think because we do because the way we do it is through LinkedIn, and we do it through personal profiles on there. But yeah, I don't think it'd be a problem for us to just get login details for LinkedIn, would it? For the personal.
No, no, it wouldn't be a problem at all. You guys would definitely be able to do it. And the reality is you guys will just do it way better than they do it.
Yeah,
And because it's done for you, you can just take way more of the upside. Like I would suggest you guys take 50%. You could even play with Dan. That's a pretty rogue pricing model, but I've seen people pull it off successfully, is that it's not just for the first year. It's actually just 50% ongoing, or it's 50% for the first year, and then it's 25% of the client's fees even after that
right.
first year for good. And then that way you've really got a compounding flywheel built into your business.
Mm, yeah, that's yeah, something to. I'd not thought of that actually, but yeah, that sounds
Yeah, that
good.
can really work shockingly well. Like I had a guy who did it with restaurants in Italy, and he was first year it's 50%. Second year, I think, second year was this is of revenue increase or a profit increase. Second year it's 25%, and it just stayed at 25%.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The only thing that's put me off in the past of doing performance based is the fact that it's obviously it's out of your control in terms of their closing rate and what they can close on. Obviously, I'm not closing them into clients. I'm just generating appointments for them. So you do obviously lose that.
Yeah, but I would actually consider potentially even taking over the closing function as well.
Right.
Potentially, if it's feasible. I'm not sure if it is feasible for wealth management and like what the complexity looks like. But yeah, the more done for you, the better, basically. Like if you're
Yeah.
going to say, I'm just going to put AUM under you, you just don't have to do anything. Then it's easy to get the 50%, and it's pretty easy to justify that even longer term than that, you should still get paid against it. Whereas the more of a role they have in the acquisition process, the harder it is for you to justify a really heavy pricing model.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you want to get a really heavy pricing model because you know you're going to get a positive ROI on any execution you do. Like in other words, getting a dramatically better pricing model, like 50%, and then an ongoing 25%, is still going. It would essentially make it worth you guys owning the closing function versus having half that percentage and not doing the closing. You're getting a good return on adding the closing function, basically, if you can modify the pricing model accordingly.
Yeah, I don't at the minute. I think it'd be difficult to do the closing side because I fully understand their business enough to be able to close them.
Yeah, and maybe that's not doable yet. Maybe that's something you can move towards and boost the fees with over time.
Yeah. But yeah, it would again. I still struggle with not charging anything. So would you suggest we could charge something up front as well, like I said, for implementation? Because in fact, what we're talking about, that's yeah, when we're talking about done for you now, aren't we?
I wouldn't charge a thing up front. I think that like the offer down, the ideal offer here, the gym launch equivalent offer here is you don't have to lift a finger. I'm going to find you ultra high net worth clients and drop them into your business. And own everything end to end. Keep 50% of the AU of the fees on their AUM first year and 25% thereafter. Like that's the killer offer.
Right. Yeah. That's because that's the dream for them to be able to.
That's the dream for them. Yeah. And like the traction you will get with that offer versus I'll teach you how to get ultra high net worth clients. It's just, it's not like it's double as good. It's like 10 times.
Yeah.
That's the key thing to remember.
Yeah. These people just can't be asked to do it themselves, I think.
Yeah. And they don't believe that they will be able to also.
Yeah.
It's not just that they don't want to do the work. It's that their conviction is low. They've been burned on similar things. They don't feel like they have the time. There's like 100 objections to the do it yourself that all get solved by the I'll just do it for you. And then like, it's like, if it doesn't work, it's, you lose nothing.
Yeah. It's an offer they can't refuse. Like,
and it's just an offer they can't. Why would they not say yes? I mean, it's just, there's no reason they wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit. That's, yeah, it's not at all what I was thinking before we talked, but this is why we're talking, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I think that's for now. I think that's gonna answered what I need for now.
Okay, great, boss. That's great.
Yeah, obviously we can. I'll speak to you on next week on the call, obviously, but yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything, but obviously there will be later on, which obviously I don't know now, but I think for now that kind of ticks that box, which is a big box to be ticked.
Right, Dan. I'm glad. Like the other thing I'll just mention before we jump is it can take a while to get done for you to work. It can feel overwhelming. It can be complex. It can be burdensome. But holy shit, if you get that thing working, like you will mop up. You can make 8 figures in net profit with this kind of an offer if you can make it work properly over time. Like these, like Ramosi did, the gym launch offer. Like these kind of offers, they just absolutely dominate. And the nice thing about this one is that it's with a really good, robust avatar. Like you've got a good avatar here. You've got a legit avatar versus like working with, marketing agencies or influencers or something that's more fickle and transient. Wealth management's going to be around for, the long term, and has been around for the long term.
Yeah.
And as a result, all of your avatars are long-term thinkers.
Yeah.
They're all slower, more methodical operators and longer-term thinkers. And if you can figure out how to keep your percentage of fees long-term, I mean, it's going to stack a cash flow engine that just keeps pumping, like in the same way they do. You're just going to ride on the back of their model. So yeah, I really think it's very compelling.
Yeah, like we talked about on the call the other day, it's that they're used to that ongoing working relationship once, because
exactly
with their clients, so it's going to be beneficial.
Yeah, you'll need to make sure contractually you've got really tight things in place that secure your long-term commission, because they will potentially try, like, just imagine you're on year 4, you got the client for them 4 years ago, you're still getting paid $5,000 a year, $10,000 a year for that client. And it's going up each year because it's percentage based. A lot of those firms will try to get you off their books. So you've just got to make sure your contracts are really, really tight. I would employ a lawyer for that.
Yeah.
But that's the dream. I mean, the dream is that you land them a client now, you get the 50% this year, and then it goes to whatever, 20%. And then in 7 years, or whatever it is, you're still getting paid out against that client at a rate that's increasing because their net worth is growing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very possible as well with this.
It is. I think it is too. Yeah, I definitely think it's possible.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Whereabouts in LA? Are you?
I'm in Venice Beach.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
But down there.
Yes.
Last time I was there, it was last December, and it pissed it down all fucking week.
Oh, really?
Not many rains in LA.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. Normally it's pretty great here.
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
Yeah, the 1 week of the year I chose to go, it fucking pissed it down, didn't it?
Yeah. We have to come back out. Hopefully we'll have better weather for you next time. And I hope you get out of there eventually.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
It's a really good spot to be. Absolutely, Dan. No, my pleasure. My pleasure. I'm glad that helps.
Yeah, it really does, mate. I appreciate that. Yeah,
you got it, boss. All right, we'll see you on Tuesday.
Yep. Cheers,
Take care, sir. Bye-bye.